Hey everyone! Welcome to the Hallway Wrestling Podcast. I'm your host, Kieran Brennan.
The managed genetics forgot Rian, and I am the next Dave Meltzer. I've been a bit distracted by Kieran's. Jeez, he's got to live up to the. He's got to live up to the reputation that's on the T-shirt now.
Yeah, you're right.
Don't you dare start talking like that from now on. Bloody hell! But no, yeah, that new T-shirt's cool. But
It is. Check it out.
Yeah,
Probably good value.
credit Dits. For a bit of admin as we always do. Congratulations to our, as we've mentioned, Mr. Dits and Mrs. Dits, because they had their wedding anniversary this weekend. So congrats to them.
Isn't it lovely? 5 years, is it?
Yeah, I think it was. Yeah. Well, so
5 years is a long time.
Yeah,
to be chained to someone.
Jesus, congratulations. Kieran, you'll know all about that when you're in your polyamorous relationship with Finn Balor and Vera. But
just Balor, please. I don't need her.
Fuck off, bitch. And thanks to Dits for all the designs that are up on the merch store, and thank you to Andrew. He's a good friend of mine who I've watched the Zooms with and met through met through other friends, and him and his wife, who's Halima, who's pregnant, have bought a mug. They bought a mug of the OG logo.
I didn't realize you meant our mug. It just meant a mug, and I was like, "Oh, neat, right?"
No, they bought our mug, the OG logo. I'm gonna have to change the title of that to the OG logo because we have a new logo, which we've already talked about.
I haven't a shirt yet, Rain. What are you doing?
I know. I'll do it tonight or tomorrow. I've been busy. But no, it's
great for one. You have a good logo.
Yeah, it's really nice. But like the OG, there's only one OG logo, so go cop the OG. But Kieran, last week we were in limbo. We are now secondary. We are now college students.
You're college students. Well, we haven't started quite yet, but we've both gotten offers to be going to college, doing courses or whatever.
Yeah. So the first of all, I'm gonna be the next Dave Meltzer. I'm going to be studying journalism, which is really cool. I can't wait. I'm going to be clickbaiting 10-year-olds on Reddit for the rest of my life. I'm going to end Ryan Satin. It's going to be great.
End him? That sounds like a threat, right?
I mean, he's a cook, so fuck him. No, I'm just going to end his career.
What is it?
Kieran, look up Ryan Satin and then come back to me.
Okay, if I look up and I find out he's a cook, there's nothing wrong with that.
He went up to a porn star in a supermarket and with his girlfriend and asked her for a picture.
Yeah.
And then said and followed and he just writes terrible articles. He is really, really bad. He's a WWE shill as well, so he's gonna be it,
didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did work for them a bit. But enough about that rant. Love you really, Ryan. No, I don't. I don't care about you. But yeah, Kieran, what are you doing?
Hey, by me. What am I doing? I don't really know. The course is a bit vague and new and confusing, and it's new enough that I'm not gonna say what it is because I don't want people tracking me down. Our crazy Australian listeners and people insane enough to buy our mugs or whatever. I don't want them tracking me down.
Let's just say when in 5 years' time when the Hallway Wrestling Podcast, the movie, comes out, you know who to look for. Kieran, other than that, it's been a good week for me, and anyway.
The greatest week in wrestling history, I think. One of the greatest events to ever happen in WWE has taken place. Can you guess what it is?
Do we need to start with this? Because for those who are listening, 2 seconds ago, Dits did up a logo for us, and Kieran is in love with it. For the episode, a thumbnail for the episode, and I don't need to talk really. I'm just gonna sit here and sip my can of Coke and let Kieran talk about your new NXT champion.
Fucking Balor won the title. He beat Adam Cole. No shenanigans. No messing about. Cole put him over on Twitter and everything. brand new champion. Oh, thank fuck. It was a very good match, by the way. I was so fucking worried they were going to give this to Cole and just bounce it back to him. Because like the consistency of like, oh, well, Cole had it for you, I guess just give it back to him. But thank fuck they didn't. He's going to be great. He's going to lose it to Karrion Kross when they come back. Makes total sense, whatever. I don't care what he does. Did you read like the interview he had, the Finn Balor interview, where he's talking about the demon again? That came out a couple days ago?
Yeah, I have one of the articles up here from Cultaholic. And actually, one thing I did want to say before we start reading articles, because all of our articles, and we're both quite big fans of Cultaholic. Well, I speak for myself. I'm sure Kieran is a big fan as well. One of their best writers and presenters and on-screen talents, Ross Twiddell, has taken an indefinite break. Like COVID really does affect your mental health, so we wish him all the best. He's one of my favorite like YouTube personalities, and the fact that he has severe anxiety, and to go out there and like do WTF moments the way he does is absolutely amazing, and it's completely understandable that in this like pandemic of having to do all your work from home and not see the people that you see day in day out, it's really fair that like he needs to take a step away, and I really hope to see him back on the screen soon. But I just want to mention that while we used our articles in our podcast.
I'm glad you did, because he's fantastic. He's been doing it for like 4 years, I think. I think Pacitti just hit 5 years, which is crazy. I think Cultaholic and What Culture, when they started, are genuinely one of the main reasons I'm into wrestling now.
Yeah. Say what you want about the culture in What Culture, like Ross, for example, wasn't treated very well, and What Culture is a very, very it's reportedly a toxic environment with some great people, and there's some great people come out of it. But yeah, it's characterized the start of my wrestling passion and Kieran's as well. And then Cultaholic has just they do everything right, they do everything good, and like Ross is just hilarious. When you hear Ross did his Page impression, or like the Big Dog, or like Page here, or like the Big Dog, or Michael Cole, it's just you can't help but like laugh. It's brilliant.
If you want an actual decent wrestling podcast, listen to the Cultaholic wrestling podcast. It's him, Matthew from, and Jack the Jobber.
Matthew, who has been a guest on this podcast as well, and is another amazing person. I just think
with Cultaholic.
Yeah, we stole one of their ideas as well. But yeah, but no, like even Tom Campbell and everyone, like sometimes when you look at like your favorite YouTuber, you're like, could they actually be nice in person? I guarantee that everyone in that company in Cultaholic is like, if you saw them at like an event and went up, they'd give you nothing but their time and their attention. So yeah, just shout out to Ross, and hopefully he gets better soon.
Yeah, I really hope he does.
Yeah, but anyway, the Finn Balor interview, he said, I feel like when I made the transition to Raw and SmackDown, the working environment there, the way things happen so fast, and the way TV is produced so fast, that character wasn't really designed for that environment. I feel like we should have handled it better. I should have handled it better in the sense that I should have been the one to put my foot down and say, nah, I don't think we should do this. Probably regards him smiling and being goody. But I feel like the way we used it, we kind of used it as a bit of a crutch. As cool as the demon was, it was making Finn less cool in the sense that Finn would get his ass kicked and then a demon would come and save his day. Yeah. What do you think, Kieran?
Oh, I totally agree with it. And he went on to talk about how the demon's kind of been on a break the last while, but it's not a retired like aspect of his character. I always loved Finn on Raw. I think when he was used well, he was used really, really well. And look at his feud with Brock Lesnar, where the whole thing was he didn't need the demon, and he had maybe one of the matches of the year against Lesnar. But what he's saying, he is right. He would get beat up quite a bit, and then the demon would have to come in and try and save the day. And I don't know. It a lot of it did lose a lot of its aura. Oh yeah, aura.
Yeah, aura.
Yeah, when he moved up and it started to be used, against like Baron Corbin or for the Intercontinental Championship or something. Whereas in NXT, even going back and watching those takeovers, it's a big deal whenever he shows up, and even if it is every takeover. So I don't know. We'll see him soon, but hopefully not too soon, I guess.
Yeah, I really like. I was thinking that the Demon was going to be Karrion Kross. That's what I've always said. The Too Sweet with Adam Cole was great. The move to win it, Adam Cole kicking out of the coup de grace, that was huge.
Very well. That never happened.
Yeah, they put it over as like Finn Balor had his arm kind of. He took about 5 seconds to make the pin. Wade Barrett, by the way, in commentary, brilliant. But then he hit the 1916 off the top rope, which is amazing. And it's even made more amazing by the people saying 1916 from Finn Balor. Probably don't even know what happened in 1916.
Who cares? They want Wade Barrett, that British fucker, to be screaming about how good 1916 is.
Yeah. Isn't there a move called the Blood? Doesn't he have a move called the Bloody Sunday as well? He does.
Yeah, but it's not. It's not one of those moves that everyone yells the name of.
Yeah, imagine that if everyone just Jesus. We're not going to go into that moves created after historical events, but yeah.
They team them in square.
What?
Forget it.
The Battle of Vinegar Hill. Could you imagine? Could you imagine the Battle of Vinegar Hill as a finisher move? God knows what it would be. Just fucking roly-poly down the hill. Trip someone up. Oh, Jesus. But yeah, Finn, yeah, you can keep going about Finn if you want. I've got anything more to say to your boyfriend.
I've wanked myself off enough, and I'll do some more tonight, so I don't need to. I'm very, very happy. I'm really curious as to who he fights next.
Bronson Reed looks like he's been booked strong.
Yeah.
That's a
But see him yet,
Yeah, I'd like it to be someone outside the 4 pillars, as they called it on social media this week. Tim Thatcher's a really good one, but he's fighting Damian Priest for the belt this week. They've got a big show coming up. They've got a lot of stuff going on it. Who else could there be? I mean, I like Tim Thatcher in the future, but yeah, Bronson Reed's been booked really strong.
I suppose he's face, isn't he?
Who?
Ciampa. He's back, right?
Yeah, I was saying someone outside those 4. But maybe. Oh yeah, he never got beat really. But yeah, no, we could speculate that about another time. We might do that on our next episode of Takeover Throwbacks. Sorry for the sidetrack, but we said we get our different guest on every week on Takeover Throwbacks. But for the time that's in it and being recruited to the Dits on Wrestling and the Project Dits, we said we get Dits on again to have a chat and kind of see what's going just have a chat with someone who's giving us a chance on a good platform. And we, around the time when we decided to do it, AOP got released. So we decided to pick 2 shows where they were big factors in the shows. So we had NXT TakeOver Chicago and War Games. I think War Games won. Which and then the vote was there was 2% in between it, so it was 4%. And William Regal, who won? Thank you, Billy. Thank you, Billy Regal. War Games won. I had that playing on my phone. I hope people heard it. Yeah, War Games. War Games won. War Games won. So yeah, we have the match. I think the War Games match was Roddy Strong, Pete Dunne, and AOP against. Oh no, it was Roddy Strong and AOP versus Undisputed Era versus Sanity, which and I don't know the undercard, but I'm not going to look at the undercard because we spoke about the best thing about Takeover Throwbacks, Kieran, being the card unfolding in front of your eyes, which is great.
Yeah, you kind of forget what's happened.
Yeah, so look forward to that. I think it might be next Friday. All things going well, but we move on.
AEW, they cracked $1 million, the fuckers. In the first time in almost a year, they've surpassed $1 million, which is insane, you know? NXT hit 800,000. So, I don't know. Great for AEW.
Yeah, it was great to see all like the hardcore AEW stands being like, "The war is over, NXT are fucking shit." It was hilarious.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm surprised that they just like there wasn't like a slower build up to like 900,000, 950, 970. It was just 1 week 800 or something. The next week 1 million. It's insane.
Yeah, speaking of AEW, their tapings for autumn were rescheduled for his 4 episodes. What is this? 4 episodes that were. Sorry, I'm looking at this article now. I'm trying to decide what I mean. AEW has officially rescheduled tapings of 4 episodes of Dynamite to take place over the next couple of months. There will still be Dynamite tapings on the dates in question, but the planned location being pushed back due to the pandemic. St. Louis, Milwaukee, Frida Center, and Blue Cross Arena in New York, which I'm assuming will be like that's in Rochester, New York, where Brody Lee's from. I'm assuming he's going to have a big part to play in that. But yeah, that's the next bit is literally the Rochester taping was set for March 18th, so that Brody Lee could be revealed as the Exalted One in his hometown. Okay, that makes sense. But yeah, so that's just a bit of rescheduling. And also, speaking of AW, I might as well get it out of the way now so I don't have to talk about it. The worst debut I've seen this year. Fucking
really?
Miro Rusev.
I thought the reaction to it was pretty good. Was it not?
It was okay, but it was just the brass ring speech. It's just no, just don't do that. Get away from what you were before. You come out wearing like they even highlighted how much his clothes cost. He's Kip Sabian's best man. Kip Sabian's the most vanilla person I've ever seen.
The best man. I like his theme, or it's just he's constantly being called the best man. I think that's funny.
And I love the way he plugged his Twitch on All Out and then clicked his fingers and it said this message was approved by AEW management. It's great. Great day.
I don't know.
Great.
Shops at WWE I think are a bit boring at this stage, but hey.
But yeah, no, this is another one. Apparently, Chris Jericho's taking credit for the brass ring speech, which I'm not surprised about. He's the most petty, and I'm sour. I'm really sour on Jericho, and I didn't like his debut. He's gonna win.
He's gonna like Jericho. You've actually been worthwhile. You're an insane person. Man.
He's Miro's gonna be great. He's gonna be champion. He looks great. He's able to work the Indies and New Japan.
I like Rusev. No, I don't. Rusev's okay. He's not the main eventer. If you want to keep him mid card, give him the mid card title, fine. I cannot see him as a main eventer.
Yeah, no, I agree. But yeah, he was okay, but the brass ring speech kind of really annoyed me. It was a bit meh. He looks blonde hair, and he looks like someone was like put up a photo of Dominic when he was young and had the blonde hair, and like Rusev beside it. And it was like, God, look, it's Rusev when he was younger, and it was just like, Jesus, he actually does look like Dominic when he was a baby. It's actually the blonde hair is really weird. I wouldn't be surprised to see Lana follow him soon. Yeah, he's going to be on Talk as Jericho soon, I'm assuming. He seems like he shot on Meltzer, shot on WWE. But yeah, can't wait to hear. Oh, he just said that like Meltzer's gonna go. Oh yeah, he literally said Meltzer's gonna go to hell.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, he went mental. I mentioned New Japan in there. Speaking of New Japan, oh boy, they've announced their schedule and blocks for the G1. So the G1 this year is a little bit different, where the two blocks are the same and the matches are the same, but there's not going to be any filler matches like they used to be. There's going to be Gabriel Kidd, Yoshi Shuji, and another young lion, I can't remember his name. He's a great wrestler. Are going to have like one-on-one matches against each other to open every card, and then A block's going to have one night, B block's going to have another. Which I'm happy about. And B block is okay, but A block is insane, Kieran. Wait till you hear this. With the asterisks, Will Ospreay's in it. New Japan are not going to stop using them. He's going to have some amazing matches, a lot of 5-star matches from Meltzer. He's like, it is what it is. He's in the tournament. He's going to have great matches. What?
Your favorite wrestler?
He was. Until all that sort of. We don't want to talk about that. Like this, his involvement with the speaking out movement.
He's keep talking about him. We can't ignore it. You have to We have to constantly be like, this guy's a prick.
Yeah,
before praising it.
Yeah, I'm not going to praise him. I'm just saying he's in the tournament and like the opponents are really good. And A block, if you take Ospreay out and put someone else in, it's still insane. It's Kazuchika Okada, Kota Ibushi, Shingo Takagi, Jay White, Ishii, Suzuki, Jeff Cobb, Taichi, Will Ospreay, and Yujiro Takahashi. Taichi and Takahashi, no one cares about, but the rest, we're getting a first-time match between Ibushi and Takagi. We're getting Suzuki versus Ishii, Jeff Cobb versus Ospreay, Takagi versus Ospreay in a rematch of their Super Junior final, Mentor versus Leader Okada and Ospreay. And then in B block, we're getting Hiroshi Tanahashi, Tetsuya Naito, Zack Sabre Jr., Evil, Hiroki Goto, Kenta, Toru Yano, Sanada, Juice Robinson, and Yoshihashi. Good old Yoshihashi. It's going to be a great tournament. There's always great matches. I mean, Ibushi versus Takagi is going to be murder. Suzuki versus Ishii is going to be just insane. But yeah, I'm looking forward to. I'm going to watch it with a few people. I'm going to watch a lot of like mostly A block. B block is a bit weaker than A block, but that's what you'd expect. But yeah, I will just give like brief reports on who won the main matches and who was kind of moving up in the rankings, and like who's winning and how they're doing. Build it. It's going to be really cool because Gabriel Kidd. I don't know if you ever watched the WCPW. He got his start there. He had like he's the guy who had the losing streak and then won the internet title off Cody Rhodes. Yeah, he's doing amazing and he's shredded as you'd expect. That New Japan Dojo system is ruthless. And yeah, he's gonna have like they're having like a mini tournament between themselves. That's great to get like a match every night, like exposure to the audience, which is fantastic. But yeah, I hope everyone enjoys it.
The G1, I'm sure it'll be great. It's going to be a fine tournament. It's not the tournament I care about. No. I'm more interested in the NXT UK Heritage Cup tournament. Ooh. On September 17th. This is all taped in late August, apparently.
Twitter's reaction to this was...
Yeah, it's weird. Here's
Sorry.
Flash Morgan Webster, Alexander Wolf, A-Kid, Dave Mastiff, Noam Dar, Trent Seven, Joseph Connors, and a mystery participant. Ooh.
Pete Dunne.
Yeah, sure. Jordan Devlin, maybe.
But yeah.
They haven't fired him, so I think he's sticking around.
Yeah, there's a large cloud hanging over NXT UK, but massive. I'm not. Yeah, huge. It's just. It will still roll on because WWE, Triple H, we love Big Daddy Paul, and what he's done with NXT, but he's really, really dropped the ball with his reaction to speaking out movements.
Didn't they? Or a fair few, to be fair.
They fired a few, but Velveteen
one that they've kept. You know?
Yeah, it's just Velveteen Dream. He said like the investigation was done, and then the victims came out and been like, we never got contacted. Listen, I'm not going to watch, not because of this. I'm not one of those, like, I'm not, like, leading a fucking boycott of NXT UK, as some people are, but I'm just not interested. I'm not interested unless Pete Dunne comes out and you're like, yeah, that's fair. But I'll watch a few of his matches. It's British Rounds, which is an old concept. It's kind of like no rope breaks, I think. It's kind of...
Okay, here we go. All matches consist of 6 3-minute rounds. All matches are 2 out of 3 falls. Falls can be won by pinfall, submission, or countdown. Once a fall occurs, the round ends. The match ends once a wrestler has won 2 falls. That's what 2 out of 3 falls is. Okay. In the event of disqualification or knockout, the match instantly ends without the need for 2 falls. If all 6 rounds are completed, whomever is ahead in falls wins the match. There will be a 20-second break in between each match. So, there you go. Bit weird.
Yeah.
You there, Rain?
Sorry, I'm distracted. My dog is outside and I'm just looking at him. But sorry for the dead air there. Yeah, I've watched a few British rounds matches. They're pretty good. They're like a little bit of a palate cleanser in terms of like what you'd see week to week in wrestling.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's going ahead. Huge asterisk and cloud over it, but yeah, it's news, so we gotta kind of, it's news, and they're back in the BT Sports studio. It looks pretty cool, if that's anything. Moving on, Kurt Angle said he won't be appearing in AEW despite being a free agent. Fair.
Yeah, I could see why he'd want to keep his relationship with WWE very good.
Yeah.
You know?
Hell in a Cell has been moved to the same night as NXT UK Dublin. October 25th, so that's pretty much gone.
You're hoping to have 5 fans in attendance by Royal Rumble 2021. Obviously out of their hands, but if AEW can do it, I guess WWE can on the same scale.
Raw, okay, here we go. Here's the main event in the news. Kieran, this is funny. WWE is loading up this Monday's edition of Monday Night Raw, announcing 4 matches for a card that goes head-to-head with the season premiere of NFL's Monday Night Football. In a steel cage match, Seth Rollins will go one-on-one with Dominic Mysterio. Wow. Okay. A non-title match between Drew McIntyre and Keith Lee. Asuka defends the belt against Mickie James. And Raw Tag Team Champions, the Street Profits, and SmackDown Tag Team Champions, Cesaro and Shinsuke Nakamura, will be going face-to-face. I hope this is the first step to them combining the belts, Kieran, because they need to. Because it really just shows when you have 2 divisions, it's just not good. This is the step. If they're doing this right now, then get that ball rolling. But
that tag match has me interested. Everything else is very much like, I don't really care. Maybe if the Drew McIntyre Keith Lee match was for the title, I'd be like, awesome. But because it's not, it's a bit more like, you know?
Did you see Dominic Mysterio's sunset flip through the table this week?
Oh, God.
What?
Very nice.
It was amazing. It was brilliant. I like him. He's doing very well, but he's still green. But like being with Rollins will sharpen your tools very quickly. As much as you want to hate on him, being with him will sharpen your tools. We'll get on to a little bit of that later. Maybe, probably not. But yeah, that's not, the matches are big, but that's not what's got everyone talking. It's a tagline because it's WWE Raw in your face, like in your face, like in like your face. It's in your face, like it's gonna be like there, like right
in
there
in your face.
Yeah, they're gonna send out 3D glasses to everybody. But no, they're not.
I guess they're allowed to try out taglines, aren't they? Like Raw's War was a big one, you know.
Yeah, we got Wobbly Walrus debuting on the Firefly Funhouse this week. But yeah,
now that's got me interested.
Yeah, exactly. Love a bit of Wobbly Walrus. SmackDown Tag Team title match was announced for SmackDown Women's title match added to Clash Champions. Nikki Cross has earned a shot at the belt, but afterwards, Alexa Bliss attacked her and hit an amazing Sister Abigail.
Better than Braze, for fuck's sake. It actually made an impact to it. Oh,
because
it was good.
It's because she's got considerably less weight, and it's not just me saying that. It's a move where you need to be agile. Like Bray's good, but he's not the most he's not agile. which you need to have a full turn. That was good. It was like an inverted crossroads, kind of, if you get me. It's kind of like a crossroads, but it's just like it was great. I loved it. But yeah. Something about Bellator and Brock Lesnar. Forget it. Conor McGregor got arrested. Shocker.
What a surprise!
Public or some shit. Public indecency and 10 accounts of sexual assault. And the drug guys from the UFC went onto his yacht to do a drug test. Imagine going onto a yacht that has Conor McGregor on it and being like, "Well, we'll do the drugs test. Let's hope he doesn't have drugs in his system." Yeah, good luck. Yeah. Good luck. You're not. I mean, you know the way there's a lot of stuff going on about like British people calling like Irish people British. You can take Conor McGregor. Like you can take him. The Irish guy in the cycling, Bradley Wiggins. Bradley Wiggins called like that Irish guy who's doing well in the Tour de France British. That's not allowed. They call Katie Taylor Team GB. That's not allowed. You can have Conor McGregor. Call him British all you want.
Katie Taylor is actually class. She's an actual lovely person.
Yeah, first ever female to main event in Madison Square Garden and get €1 million paycheck, and she's got 5 belts. Fair play to her. But yeah, we move on to a bit of wrestling, Kieran. Other than Finn Balor.
What do you mean? Well, this isn't a wrestling podcast.
Yeah, I know. It's a bit weird. I don't know why. Just wrestling came on my phone. In between the porn ads, I got a wrestling ad. Yeah, is it? Shit. What are we doing with our lives? Okay. AEW, my main takeaways. Ricky Starks is amazing. I'll say it every week until he gets a belt. He's amazing. There's a thread on Twitter talking about his match on Dark, which was amazing, on how good he is in the ring, as well as being amazing on the mic. I love Ricky Starks. Lance Archer versus Jon Moxley is set for the anniversary show, which is in 2 weeks.
For the title, right?
For the belt, yeah. Jurassic Express versus Lucha Bros was fun, apart from the finish should have been like an accidental finish to feed into the storyline, but an accidental Canadian Destroyer, really, lads? Lucha Bros lost because Jungle Boy ducked out of the way and Phoenix hit his own brother Pentagon with the Canadian Destroyer. They had a fight afterwards, and Eddie Kingston cut a great promo being like, "Where's your British boy isn't here. I'm here. I'm here for you." And he tried to get them to shake hands, and they kind of reconciled. The best thing about this was someone clipped up the bit where Eddie Kingston, when Pentagon was really angry, went up to him and goes, "Hey, I'm your best friend. I'm your best friend." And someone clipped it on Twitter and was like, all went drunk girls in the bathroom at a nightclub. It's like fucking brilliant. It's like, good man, whoever did that, fair play. Eddie Kingston is insane. He's so good on the mic. Kieran, did you get any of the AEW clips this week?
I saw Matt Hardy's little speech. Apart from that, no.
Yeah, we'll talk about that.
He was in the prize event.
Yeah, she's gonna get money thrown in her face to shut up. Like, just don't talk about don't get angry anymore, and we'll give you $1 million. But what do you think of Matt Hardy's speech?
Yeah, look, I mean, I get that he had to go out there and do it. He was concussed, right? They're just not really saying.
Clear the concussion, my arse. No one gets hit that hard in the head and doesn't get concussed.
Out. I don't know. I think for the next 30 days or whatever, he won't be doing anything at all. He's lucky
he still has his teeth. Yeah. He said he applauded the fans. He mentioned Rebby. He said he wants to win AEW Gold. Maybe they're going to use this as like to launch him into the TNT title picture.
Yeah.
Yeah, I won't put it past them. Apparently Trent's mom Sue made cookies for everybody at AEW. Fair play to Sue. Sue is like one of the best unseen characters
man.
What?
I really want a cookie right now. I was supposed to make brownies earlier, but then I was like, no, and I played Monopoly. I don't know.
Jesus, that's a really bad decision.
It was a great decision. Monopoly was fun.
No, it either ends with the table being flipped or someone crying. But yeah, what was I about to say there? About Sue. Speaking of Sue, the best friends got really angry at Santana and Ortiz and said they can shove their apology up their asses. Like they asked for an apology and they never got it. And they said, "You like to brawl in the parking lot? How about next week you meet me in the parking lot? Best friends versus Santana and Ortiz in the parking lot brawl." Not complaining with that. Solid TV match. Should be cool. The best man segment happened. It was a stuttery promo, but it was okay, and he looks quite cool, I guess. Dax Harwood and Cash Wheeler, the new tag champs, had a tag team celebration. They cut down the tag division, like the Gun Club, Jurassic Express, and then it revealed that Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus will face them in a non-title match next week. I can see Jungle Boy rolling up on them and getting them a title shot. But yeah, Tainara Conti is signed to AEW. Fair play to her. She's gonna get a chance.
So
Yeah, she's pretty cool. Vicky Guerrero and she got squashed by Nyla Rose, and Vicky Guerrero and Nyla Rose are called the Vicious Vixens. Jesus, that's a bit of a E.
I love it. Best name.
Yeah. What did you do your night? I watched the Vicious Vixens. What was that? Wrestling. I swear it was wrestling. Swear. Don't put me on a register. Then the main event, which Meltzer gave 4 stars. Dustin Rhodes versus Brody Lee. I didn't see 4 stars. Personally, I'm not a fan of Dustin in the ring. Just don't really connect with him at all. Good character, but I don't really connect with him in the ring. Him hitting like a Canadian destroyer, like it's a headlock, is just really annoying, just out of nowhere, like in the middle of the ring. Don't like it. Doesn't that, like if Dustin hits like Canadian, doesn't that just, am I wrong, or does that like just scream of like, oh yeah, I can hang with the cool kids?
Oh, I mean, like, I don't know. If you can do it, go for it. Like, you can't be. You have to evolve your moveset a bit, or else.
I know, but he just does it like some people do it as like it's like they get in momentum. I hate to use the fucking buzzword, but they get like they like have like a good sequence and it ends with like an explosive Canadian destroyer, whereas he just hits it like it's like a drop kick.
I mean, in AEW, it basically is a drop kick.
Yeah, fair. Fair point. But he just doesn't click with me. Brody Lee won. John Silver's the best thing about the Dark Order. The bald guy, he's so funny. Just watch the Dark Order skits on Being the Elite. It's hilarious. They went into Wardlow's dressing room this week and tried to recruit him to the Dark Order. And they were like, look at him. He's amazing. He's amazing. I just want to take a bite. It was hilarious. It's so funny. Like, I can't do it justice. It's hilarious. MJF and Wardlow, the seeds of dissent they're showing, and a very cool, like, small detail. MJF revealed that Wardlow doesn't get paid by AEW. He gets paid by MJF. So Wardlow is going to probably have like a match to get out of his contract, maybe. Yeah, that'd be cool. I'm not too disappointed with that. Moxley kind of cut his promo. They're not getting easier. Said like Lance Archer cut a promo on Lance Archer. I'm not too shabby about that match. They had a great match in New Japan. Anything else happened? Orange Cassidy beat Angelico. Yeah, that was about it.
Happening this whole week when it comes to wrestling, has there?
No. Mercedes Martinez got written off TV on NXT when she had the cage match. The title match opened, which was interesting. Then we had the cage match, the main event, and Robert Stone revealed that like she has a restraining order on him, and they're no longer doing business. She's in Retribution. When they cut that really cheesy promo last week, the two voices were Mercedes Martinez and Dominic Dijakovic. The funny thing about Retribution, Kieran, is they're crazy. They'll show up anywhere, but they're exclusive to Raw. It's like this it's like this uncontrollable force that WWE can't get a hold of is exclusive to Raw.
It's been going on a bit, hasn't it? It's become kind of clear that they don't really know where this is going.
No. NXT, other than that, Bronson Reed had an amazing match with Tim Thatcher. Loved it. Really, really good. Tim is they've got Tim versus Damian Priest next week. For the title, they have the tag title rematch between Imperium and Breezango. They've a good show lined up next week, actually, NXT do. Other than that, Candice LeRae and Tegan Knox and Johnny Gargano had a terrible segment where they had dinner together. I really hate it. Velveteen Dream won, but Kushida returned, got really, really angry and attacked him after the match. He's shown a bit of fire. I love Kushida with that kind of fire. They have I think Kushida is amazing. I can't wait till Kushida gets a belt. He's so good. Apologies, Bronson Reed beat Austin Theory, so he's moving up. He's moving up in the ranks. Roderick Strong fought Killian Dane. Sorry, Roderick Strong fought Killian Dane, and they kind of Dane went mental after a bit of shenanigans. And Roderick Strong won with a jumping knee after distraction. They were beating the crap out of Killian Dane, and Maverick tried to save Dane, playing off what happened last week, and he got beat down. And Dane grabbed a steel pipe and sent the Undisputed Era packing. And then Dane laid out Maverick afterwards, saying, like, we're not friends. Go away.
Yeah.
More importantly, Kyle O'Reilly wasn't there, which is interesting. Kyle O'Reilly singles run, hooked to my veins. Give it to me now. Kyle O'Reilly versus Tim Thatcher. Kyle O'Reilly versus Finn Balor, Kieran. Kyle O'Reilly versus Finn Balor, Kieran. Yes.
That'd be great.
There we go. There's our challenger. Kyle O'Reilly. Fucking yes. 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 He's so good. Kyle O'Reilly, ever since joining WWE, he has had 6 singles matches. That means nobody realizes how good this man is in the ring when he's not in a tag team. We know how good he is. We've seen him like sell the best. He's the best seller in the world, arguably. Could you imagine him just getting a singles run and not getting like 10 minutes per match? Yes, please. There's the Hallway Wrestling Podcast's official plea for Finn Balor's next challenger, Kyle O'Reilly. Rhea Ripley won the cage match and obviously the restraining order. And Ripley can move on. She really does need to move on.
She needs to, I think she's done for NXT.
Yeah, she's floundering, as they say. Unfortunately,
she was so hot for like a good month or two there, and just I don't know, it just kind of fizzled out a bit.
Yeah, it's not great. Sad. Then we got on to SmackDown, which was I'm liking SmackDown right now, which is weird. Sheamus.
Not as good as these 2 weeks, but still a decent episode.
Yeah, Sheamus forcibly putting on a Dublin accent when he's from Dublin.
I love it. I love it here.
It's just strange.
Great, and I love stupid fucking hat as well. It's brilliant.
Yeah,
he's really good.
Yeah. The tribal, they're calling Roman Reigns the tribal chief, which is okay. You knew Paul Heyman was going to big it up. Baron Corbin came out to complain about nepotism, about giving Jey Uso a title shot. Is it Jey Uso?
Yes.
Is it Jey? Yes, it is. Sheamus came out and agreed with Baron Corbin. Baron Corbin, as Dits has said before, needs to go back to Lone Wolf. Baron Corbin, I completely agree. I hate the king. It's his birthday today. Happy birthday. Fuck off. Reigns and Uso. Reigns and Jey cleared the ring and Roman just did nothing, which is a cool visual. Sami Zayn is amazing. Sami Zayn coming out and ranting is just amazing. It's just brilliant. Adam Pearce tried to remove Zayn, and then Styles attacked Hardy, and then Zayn, he was about to hit the phenomenal forearm. Zayn came out and attacked him. DQ, and then a hell of a haluva kick to Jeff Hardy, which I'm loving this. Hardy collapsed on his way up to the ramp. They claimed it was dehydration. So interesting. Zayn taunted Jeff in the training room afterwards, and then Hardy and him brawled. I'm loving this little division. What do you think of it? I'm loving it. I love it.
I don't know who decided to pair them all together, but I think it's turned out really well. They wouldn't have been my first choice. At first, they seemed kind of just random, but they've ended up working really, really well together. Surprisingly well together.
Yeah. Funny. The rugby was on yesterday. Leinster won the league, and Ulster scored a try. And you know, when like someone scores and like they have like the gifs. I don't know if you've seen this like on Twitter. Like they have like sports stars doing like gifs. The guy who scored his chosen gift was the Jeff Hardy taunt. That was funny. I noticed that. Lucha Bros. Sorry, Lucha Bros. Yeah. Lucha House Party against Cesaro and Shinsuke. Not really interested. I'm more interested in what they're doing over on Raw. Bailey sat down on a chair, really serious. She had pyro, and then she sat down and she just said she knew the boss was just waiting. It was a good promo, to be fair. The boss was just waiting for her opportunity to do the same thing. She was following her around. She had to go and win a title when I won a title. Nikki Cross tried to make her entrance with Bailey, hit her with a chair. Kind of set up. Alexa Bliss tried to comfort Nikki Cross. Like Cross was on the back foot. And then out of nowhere, the Sister Abigail came. Bliss hit right in front of the commentators. It was unreal.
Signs going on. That's one of the ones I'm most interested in. That and the Roman one.
Yeah, Bliss. Yeah,
where it's gonna go.
Yeah, Bliss just left the match. Perfect. That's what she should have done. Cross made her way back into the ring and won. Where was Naomi? Justice for Naomi. Otis and John Morrison, really weird. That I just not interested anymore.
I think it's kind of fine. I don't know how the fuck they're gonna get the briefcase off him. He's not gonna do it.
Yeah, Mandy was drafted to Raw. The Miz revealed that. That's interesting, I guess. Mandy's off to Raw, separating her from Otis. That kind of puts paid to the rumor that they were actually a couple, because usually they keep couples together. Maybe it doesn't. I don't know. Then they had a tag match: Sheamus and King Corbin versus Jey Uso and Roman Reigns. Before it happened, Vince McMahon put it in and came out. The Riot Act, read it out. The new special advisor, Wobbly Rob Walrus. Nothing happened. Jey was attacked during his entrance, and Roman never came out to save him. The bell rang without him there, which is brilliant. Sheamus was about to hit a bro kick, then Reigns' music hit, and then Jey Uso won. I know Jey Uso was like in the position to win, and then Reigns tagged him in and won with a spear. Brilliant, loved it. This character work is brilliant. Show up and win. He doesn't have matches.
It's the best Reigns has been in a long time, and I've been someone who's enjoyed a lot of Reigns. I don't know. There's a new edge to him, obviously, because of the heel turn. It's working wonders for the guy. Bring him up with Heyman is fucking genius.
Yep.
I don't know. Really interesting angle. Jey is a really weird first opponent, but I'm kind of up for it. People have suggested this is all going to build to The Rock fighting him.
Yeah, he's gonna like beat up Rikishi and all this sort of shit, and then The Rock's gonna be the savior.
Now, I don't know. Every year there's like theories that it'll be The Rock versus Reigns.
The Rock is extremely busy. Like,
yeah, that's the thing.
Extortionately busy.
A couple months ago, I could be like, yeah, maybe he'll do it because he can't film movies anymore. But right now, if things are just starting to be filmed again, like, I'll shut down as well because people get COVID, like the Batman. But I'd say he's kind of busy at this stage. I don't know. It's more theories than rumors at this stage, you know?
Yeah. But yeah, that was SmackDown. Raw just consisted of Dominic Mysterio hitting an amazing move in that match, and Buddy Murphy getting absolutely caned by all of the Mysterio family. They're all
that was
there
really
now.
That was really fun to watch.
Yeah, it was fun. Yeah, it was fun. Yeah, Ray Power Ray's contract. Like, I want all of my family here, and they are all going over. Angie Mysterio is gonna be Angie Mysterio versus Stephanie McMahon for WrestleMania. Book it. But yeah, the wrestling was solid, but like it wasn't the biggest week by any stretch, and it probably won't be for the next few weeks. Clash Champions is coming up soon.
Should be decent, I suppose.
Yeah, there's some interesting storylines going into it. I don't know if they'll go for like a straight up triple threat with the Intercontinental title, or if they're gonna leave Sami Zayn out and he'll get really angry. Like ban him from the match or something. I could see that happening, like banning him for his antics because he's like shouting at producers and stuff. But yeah,
from Balor winning, there wasn't really much happening this week of note. Anyway, it's all just kind of everything's ticking along nicely. No, nothing major right now.
Everything's ticking along nicely. But yeah, I have a few recommendations, so we might as well get them in. But like, Finn Balor winning was amazing. On Ireland. Go on Ireland. We're very close to figuring out a regular recording schedule so Kieran can come over. Once we get our college timetables, we will definitely definitely get a nailed down timetable. I can't wait to start college, and it will. I'm hoping to do school radio. I'd love to get involved in school radio. I'd love to get involved in like writing school papers and stuff like that.
You'd be terrible at that, Reed. That would be unlistenable.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to clickbaiting everybody. I already wrote my first article.
You just said yeah, moved on immediately.
Yeah. I got my induction done where I said CM Punk to AEW confirmed. I'm now officially a journalist. Yeah. Question mark, exclamation mark, question mark. But yeah, before we do plugs, Kieran, have you got anything you'd like people to watch this week?
Watch Doctor Who. Doctor Who's good. Watch the Bill and Ted movies. Don't watch Tenet. It's bad. I don't know. I watched this movie, I Don't Feel at Home in This World Anymore. Elijah Wood's in it. That was quite good. That was enjoyable. I watched The Hunger Games Catching Fire, and it made me really angry. Yeah. I should start a movie podcast.
You do have one.
We have spent like a year.
But yeah, I've got a few. The two Johnnies have a show on RTE, which is
really?
It's really good. Yeah, the first two episodes are out. True Johnny's in America. They went to America. They spoke to the actor who was in Ballers, the British actor. They spoke to the American guy who commentates on the hurling. They visited breweries. The first two episodes are really good. The two Johnnies I find hilarious. I think they're brilliant. And the first two episodes they're showing RTE. And for you sports fans out there, I got a free trial at Amazon Prime and the Spurs documentary, the documentary about Tottenham Hotspur, which is on Amazon Prime, All or Nothing, is known as if you want to see what the behind the scenes running of a football club is like, it's so in depth. It's amazing. It's unreal. The episodes 7 to 11 are out tomorrow. It's just an eye-opening insight into Jose, and as well, everyone hates Jose Mourinho. Like people are like, oh, he's he just because of his post-match interviews and how he reacts and his perceived arrogance. I didn't like him either, and after this show, I made a U-turn. I actually like him. I understand what his cycle. It's all mind games. Behind it, he's a very smart man. He knows how to get the best out of the people he's working with. He is brutally honest, but he's actually quite funny. And it's a really, really, really good documentary. That's
on Prime a movie called Almost Famous. Really good. It's a really good movie. Check it out.
Yeah. And if you're also a football fan, enjoy the return of the Premier League. I am after Liverpool won yesterday, luckily. But yeah. Plugs, the Legend Wrestling podcast. They have a Discord server, and they do their shows. Yeah, obviously Project Dits. We love the boy. He'll be on next week. He'll be uploading this to his channel tonight as well. So go check that out and go check out everything else. He has brought back the wrestling podcast is back this tomorrow. Him and Wagons and Warpaths reviewed Omega Okada, the 4 matches. So go and watch his live streams and watch his all of his stuff. He's got games, he's got merch. He's really good at what he does. He knocked up a really good thumbnail for this in like 2 minutes. He's married and has kids, and he does all the podcast work for himself and still has time to do this shit for us, which like we're very appreciative of. And yeah, go look at the merch, tpublic.com/Hallway Wrestling Podcast. New stuff coming up soon. Still trying to get Kieran's feet pics. But
they're just taking a while to because they're so big.
Yeah, they're in the work. He can't separate his big toe from his index toe. It's
webbed toes.
Yeah, it's really annoying, and we're not going to give you we're not going to give you half-hours content. But as I was saying, the Alleged Wrestling Podcast, their Discord server, they play games on there, and then their live stream they did like the B show yesterday, where they did the best British and TV sitcom, best British and Irish sitcoms, like a 64-person tournament. And being in that Discord server is hilarious. It's just brilliant. It's you listen to the show live. It's class. It's they are the best of what they do. Let's subscribe to Nerds Are Us, our good friends Foxy, Amy, and Jonathan. They're smashing out great content. We got plenty of plugs. We love that. But yeah, and listen to us on Spotify and SoundCloud. And Kieran, I think it's time to take it. What?
Are we on SoundCloud?
We are on SoundCloud. It wouldn't be my preferred listening platform, but no. I'm on Spotify. I love listening to everything on Spotify, but we're on SoundCloud as well for those who are interested in that. We'll try and get on like Apple and all that sort of stuff because everyone seems to be on the other ones as well. But that in due course. Actually, sorry, Dits has us on Apple and all that. But I'm rambling. Yeah, I'm rambling on. Kieran, take us home. It's been a great episode. It's good to hear your angelic voice again, as booming as ever. And take it home from the two new college students. Take it home.
Oh, I've been your host, the immaculate Kieran Brennan. With me, as always, my co-host,
the man that Unitas forgot, the new Dave Meltzer, Ryan Satin's kryptonite.
Oh, jeez, just keep adding to the name. And as we say at the end of every episode of the Hall Wrestling Podcast, we love you, Finn Balor. We love you so much.
So lonely. I'm so lonely.
This is very subconscious, Marine.
But you left me for Finn Balor.